Making outbound calls is a major part of your business, whether it's you or your virtual assistant. It doesn't matter, it is the key aspect of starting your business. Now, while you're on the phone with sellers and making these calls to people that are not expecting you to make the calls to them, you get some various questions that pop up. And one that pops up quite often is, how the heck did you get my number? Now, there's a couple different answers to this depending upon the lead source that you're calling on. And when I say a lead source, I'm going to give you a couple different lead sources that we would call on. One, we use a company called MyPlusLeads that provides all of the expired listings, canceled, and withdrawns. When you hear any of our content, we lump all those three together and we just call them expireds. And then also for sale by owners or for rent by owners. And you can go ahead and grab a free trial from MyPlusLeads by just going to smartrealestatecoach.com/MyPlusLeads. So certainly take advantage and dive into that. But also another lead source that we have is a company called PropStream. Similar, you can go get a free trial by going to smartrealestatecoach.com/PropStream. And what that database provides, it provides data on any single property you could possibly look for, and you can really create very specific searches, like a vacant, out-of-state owner, low equity, just to give you an example. And then you can create your own list, and then what you can do is skip trace that list, meaning you can go ahead and find all the numbers and emails that are related to that specific property, and then you can then go ahead and make those outbound calls. So let me just give you some examples of how to respond to this, because this is definitely a credibility and authority type conversation that you're having with the sellers, and you really want to present that you know what the heck you're doing. So when somebody asks you and you're calling on a for sale by owner or an expired listing, and somebody says, well, how did you get my number? It's real easy. You just say, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, we have a simple service that provides us information for homeowners that have been on or currently are on the market. See how simple that is? Because really all that really matters is that the seller understands that you have somebody that's providing you information. And if you even want to tail it on at the end as well, I just would say nothing more than what a realtor would have. Because when you place that at the end of your script as well, people always think, all right, well, realtors reach out to me all the time. Realtors are well known, they're trustworthy. So you can put that related to them. So again, we have a simple service that provides us information on homeowners that have either been on the market before or are currently on the market. Nothing more than a realtor would have. Just use that simple script and then move on. If you're calling on a property from, say, a PropStream list, or it's really more of a cold call, the other ones were on the market before or are currently. So I would say that's more of a warm call. If you're doing a legitimate cold call, pulling a list and then making outbound calls, and somebody asks you, just a small switch in the script, and that is we have a service that provides us information for homeowners that have properties in your area. Or it could be we have a service that provides information on homeowners that have a specific criteria in properties in your area. When you present that, just make sure that you understand the list that you're calling on. So if somebody says, well, what's the criteria? You could say, we're calling on sellers that have a property in this area and it's a second home. And it fits a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And it fits, the value of the property is between $199 and $699. Just really have the understanding of the list you're calling on so you can have that educated conversation and that educated response and then move on. So these scripts that we're talking about, we do on a weekly basis with all of our associates. When something pops up, a nuance in a conversation or rebuttal or calmly asked questions, we then spend 10, 15, 20 minutes, an hour. Recently, we held a private mastermind with our High Six members, and we spent over an hour role-playing out different scenarios so that way our associates could go ahead and accumulate more deals. If this is one of the first videos that you're watching of us and some of this terminology is not familiar, then I suggest you just go back to the beginning. Go to smartrealestatecoach.com/mastersclass, where we teach you how to buy and sell real estate without any cash, credit, or banks, and how you're able to create 3 distinctive paydays, because as soon as you dive into this and you start mastering these scripts, buying and selling real estate on creative financing and terms is going to be a breeze for you.